This is the part that failed, causing the management here at the Palouse Ice Rink to push back their opening date and leaving those on the Palouse without a place to ice skate. However, the part, which helped cool the ice inside the rink, was fixed quickly, allowing the management to open up the rink about a month after their original date. Yes, police received a 911 call last night from a concerned citizen reporting that there was a woman on horseback that seemed dazed and confused in the middle of a very busy highway outside, right on the outskirts of Latah County. The concerned citizen reported that they thought that the horse and the person was in danger. When police arrived, they found 53-year-old Donna Bird on the horseback, and she was in fact confused. They gave her a field sobriety test as well as the breathalyzer test because they smelled alcohol on her, and she blew a .161, which is more than twice the legal limit in Idaho and around the country. The decision means that performances, like the ones advertised here behind me, will cease to be offered to WSU students, faculty, and community members after next May. While the shows already planned will continue as scheduled, some have already made their feelings heard. Pullman Residents for a Better Tomorrow placed the posters here, where people usually find maps of the disc golf course in Sunnyside Park. The posters called Mayor Johnson a fascist and said that he was a far-right shill selling out Pullman for corporate interests. The Pullman City Council voted unanimously to start fining people $5 every time their mailbox is too full to be closed, like this one. However, that'll soon be an issue as college kids leave for the 3-week break. The new city ordinance means that cars parked outside of the white concrete that extends from the curb will now be ticketed $100. The only issue with this ordinance, it was passed at a private meeting and citizens were never informed of the rule change. Marchers took over Washington State University's campus Thursday night in an effort to spread awareness about sexual assault and domestic violence.
Take Back the Night to me means standing for women whose voices have been silenced. I'm fortunate enough to be able to speak without fear of violence while I'm standing around with my other peers.
The event was called Take Back the Night and is held annually on the WSU campus by the Coalition for Women Students. The march began here at Todd Hall, WSU's business building, before they started walking around campus. Down through WSU's Greek Row, and ended at WSU's Flag Lane, right next to Martin Stadium, where the Cougar football team has its home games.
I've always been really passionate. I think pretty much every important woman in my life has been affected by something like this, so it's not something to take lightly.
October is Sexual Assault Awareness Month across the country, and college campuses are a hub for activism. WSU is no different, with the entire week being deemed the Week Without Violence by the Women's Resource Center on campus. Many students hold these awareness events dear to their heart.
I feel like if one person knows outlets to express their feelings and thoughts and concerns in regards to sexual assault, that's one more person that you helped.
Take Back the Night wrapped up the Week Without Violence on campus. The event ended at 7:50 p.m., approximately 2 hours after it began at the Todd Hall steps. This marks the 34th year that Take Back the Night has occurred at the WSU campus. Ian Smay, Murrow News 8. WSU theaters will soon be a lot emptier, as President Kirk Scholes announced the performing arts program will lose funding after spring of 2018. The budget cut will end the program, which was created 7 years ago by late President Elson S. Floyd. The decision caught many off guard, as they were warned 4 hours before the school announced the cuts. The decision means that performances, like the ones advertised here behind me, will cease to be offered to WSU students, faculty, and community members after next May. While the shows already planned will continue as scheduled, some have already made their feelings heard.
They're devastated. I don't know if you've ever done any theater, but when you join the theater, you're joining a family, and a lot of these students have come to WSU and found their niche and found like they had a home and a place that understood them.
The administration sees the budget cuts as a necessary evil to combat the school's deficit, and the performing arts program has cost the school $1.6 million.
So the vice president for that unit took a look at her budget and said, you know, these are 4 positions, or this is a program that has never been permanently funded in its 7-year history. It's always been paid for out of that savings account.
However, WSU Performing Arts says that they were not a financial burden on the school.
The idea that we were not programmatically self-sufficient, that implication was insulting to us.
The cuts are supposed to result in a 7.5% decrease in spending a year. Ian Smay, Murrow News 8.